What's going on, everybody? Morgan Ward back here at CONRAD'S Restaurant and Alehouse in the Northland. Chilling up here in the lounge, got the fireplace on. It's getting a little chilly as we're going into the Thanksgiving holiday. This version of Tap Chat is going to be a little bit different. We've got 9 beers. None of them are tapped yet. They're all coming this weekend. What we really wanted to do was give you all some options for your gatherings of 10 people or less that you may be having over the holiday, for options that you can get in Growlers to go, which will include all 42 taps, or if you decide to come in, just give you options of what to look out for on whenever you check in on Untapped or whether you're checking CONRAD'S816.com. So, bunch of new beers. If none of it's new, you're probably thinking, well, Morgan, what are you drinking? I've got the crowd favorite diametric touchdown tossing Patrick Mahazy, because why not? Just got past the Raiders. So first, cheers to that. Next up, to the beers we got coming. First up, we've got the Lagunitas Hazy Wonder New England IPA at 6%. Again, haven't tried it yet, but being that New England, I'm sure it's going to have some juice going on. It's going to have a little bit of citrus, so definitely reasonable New England. Some of them, they can get a little pricey, and that's just because they got to get it fresh. They got to get it to you. This one is definitely a reasonably priced New England IPA. So if you're looking at kind of getting into it, it's not something that you have to be all in on trying. Next up, we've got the Crane Apple Spice Goza. So this is a seasonal from Crane. I think that we missed it last year. I think I tried to order it and it didn't come in. So it is a limited release, especially right now. 4.5%. It's probably going to be more of that holiday season Goza. So and it's always nice to have a local on there. Next up, kind of the big boy, the one that's hanging out in the back, waiting to come on Black Friday, is the Goose Island Bourbon County Stout for 2020. So I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with Bourbon County. If you are not, this was one of the beers that pioneered the big beer release that, they have it on a certain day, which happens to be Black Friday, and people line up for it. This year, don't know what they're doing at the brewery, but we got kegs of it in-house. So very limited release. These kegs were allocated. I think that there's probably less in the area than there have been in the past, but you will not be able to buy this beer until Black Friday. So if you're not looking at getting out and fighting the crowd, we would be a perfect joint to get it from and send it home to you in a growler. So barrel-aged stout, it's going to be big boozy, and it doesn't really hide the fact that it's sitting in bourbon barrels. Again, 14.6%. The next couple beers that we've got for you are all Four Hands chocolate milk stout variants. So these are all limited releases also. I'm super excited about it. So we've got the chocolate or the mint chocolate chip cookie milk stout. We've got the toffee chocolate milk stout, and then we've got the caramel coconut chocolate milk stout. All of them are 6.5%. I'm not sure if they're going to be available in stores or if they're on draft only, but I will tell you one thing, we may be the only place that's going to have them all lined up next to each other that you can try and taste and kind of compare and contrast on what you think. Next up, we've got the Great Divide Strawberry Rhubarb, which is going to be a sour from Great Divide. Haven't had anything on from them for a while, and I honestly have not had this beer. I think that it's kind of a year-rounder for them, so just getting another sour on to kind of keep things balanced as we get a ton of stouts going for stout season. Speaking of stout season, the last beer that we've got going on this weekend is the Martin City Donut Stout, 6%. This is another seasonal from Martin City. I think they've been maybe playing with making it a year-rounder, but it's a really easy drinking stout. So it's not super sweet. It does have a little bit of chocolate going on in there, but it's, again, just a really easy, good-based drinking stout. So that's really it. There's still, with how crazy this year has been, there's still a lot to be thankful for. Again, we can't appreciate you all's support enough. Thanks for, keeping everything local as much as possible and sticking with, if you don't want to come out, sticking with to-go orders and doing the curbside. It's still been nice to see a lot of our regulars who are still showing up, even if it's just in your car. So trust me, we see those names come across, the people that are going, sometimes we're fighting to get out and see it whenever we see that the car's pulling up on the curb. So again, appreciate your support, enjoy your friends and family, and we'd love to see you this weekend. Growlers to go, also for here. Cheers.